So, into the Dalek. The crew of the TARDIS went into the darkness, so they had to stop a rogue officer called Khan, who was pretending to be John Harrison. They captured him quite quickly. Then they had to go rescue another crew member. Khan betrayed them, and the Enterprise just went crashing down to Earth in a big way, and people were going to wait, wrong thing. Run the titles. So, Into the Dalek is the second episode of the week, second episode to be directed by Ben Wheatley. And I said last week that he was an excellent director and the episode looked amazing. And this week is no exception. He's massively improved, and I definitely think his directing style suits the futuristic sci-fi genre more than it does historic. Not to say that was bad, but the bit where they're entering the ice stalk is just a brilliant shot. So, basically, the story is the Doctor saves a soldier called Journey Blue from the Daleks who are attacking her little ship. Then she basically points a gun at him for a couple of minutes, moans, and then she gets taken back to the Aristotle, which looks amazing considering it was filmed in a warehouse. But who else is on that ship? The only other soldier we really get to know, and that is Colonel Morgan Blue, her uncle, played by the great Michael Smiley. And if you've seen Michael Smiley's work before, you know he is an absolutely great actor, and it's just a shame he never really got much to do apart from shoot the Daleks and panic. He really should have gone into the Dalek with them. Anyway, talking about the Dalek, we first meet it before the one in the pre-title sequence, which, to be honest, could have been saved because it was a bit like Dalek, really. Except the Doctor just says, "Oh yeah, I know you want the Daleks to wait, what did you say?" Which is a really good idea that he takes it the wrong way to begin with. And the other Daleks, who were normally and bad, they didn't really have much to do apart from say exterminate and some other stuff and just shoot. But it's nice to see the Daleks kill people. Something that we haven't seen. Well, it's something we haven't seen since Victory of the Daleks, I think. And the force of their attack, or the scale of it, seemed quite big. Like it was in Parting of the Ways, somehow. Anyway, it did have similar aspects to previous Dalek episodes, like Good Dalek, from Dalek and Evil of Daleks. The corridor seemed like the Tesseract corridor, and so did the antibodies. But the design of the antibodies, the orb was a bit generic, but I like the blue eye section. That would probably make people think Dalek. So 5 characters went into the nanosizer. Don't be lasagna. That was a brilliant line. Ross, Gretchen, I think was her name, Journey, Clara and the Doctor. Now the Doctor and Clara, as usual, we know them, but for the other 3, Journey didn't really have much character development. She just seemed quite generic. And I was like the Doctor, I didn't want her to come with Clara and him in the TARDIS because she was just so generic, I didn't really care. Ross, well, we didn't really get to know him. he just got killed in the first 15 minutes, and I loved that line. He's the top player if you want to say a few words. And Gretchen, I think, she did have some character development, like she sacrificed herself to let the others do what they needed to do. But right after she dies, she goes to heaven. But I'll talk about that later. Anyway, after that, the Doctor goes to the mutant, and Clara has to reboot the memories, so the Dalek can appreciate a birth of a star which made it good in the first place. But the only thing that was making it good was a radiation leak. And everyone acted so surprised when they repaired the Dalek and it was bad again. Like, it was a damaged Dalek. You make it, or you fix it, what do you get? You have exactly what you had to start with. A bad Dalek. I didn't get why they were so surprised if that was going to happen. But the antibody thing, that was true. If you invite something into your body, your antibodies, they will try and stop it anyway. But the design of the inside of the Dalek, it wasn't as good as I thought. I mean, it was good, and especially where the radiation leak was, that was especially good, but the rest of it, bit generic. To be honest, I thought that everything would be bigger, but I liked the memory banks where Clara was crawling through, and the design of the nanoscaler. The fact that it was introduced in the pre-credit scene was a bit weird, but anyway. The other thing I was talking about is the Dalek attack. That was brilliant. I really missed a Dalek attack because we didn't get it in Series 6 or Series 7. So this was a brilliant one. Although I still have a question. Where are the progenitor Daleks? Where are they? Overall, the episode was good. It had strong plot points, or strong overall, but I didn't like Journey. She was just too generic. Clara arguing with the Doctor when the TARDIS was, the Dalek went good, or back was good, it was all fixed. That didn't make any sense. She knows what the Dalek's like, and the Doctor's glad it was bad again. But the fact, when the Doctor shows the Daleks his memories, and he says, appreciate that star, and the Dalek sees the overwhelming hatred of the Doctor has of the Daleks, it just can't resist, and it has to kill all Daleks. That I loved. And sort of, am I a good man and you are a good Dalek, sort of is the same thing. It says they are good Daleks, but it never really explains on. Anyway, when the soldier, I think it was Gretchen, gets killed, she goes to heaven. Bit out of place, and it really took me out of the episodes. I had no idea what it's doing in the middle, and it didn't really have any place at the end either, so it was just probably put in there. Well, that's it. Comment and subscribe. I'll see you next time for Robot of Sherwood. Don't be lasagna, everybody. Remember that. Don't be lasagna.